Bonham. How many people have I mentioned? I don't know. Anyway, what I'm getting at here is trying to get that beautiful offbeat thing. There you go. Now, that comes from a reverse 2 feel, okay? And that's what I call it there. It's, where is it? Is it in my grade 5 book? Yes, in my grade 5 drum set manual. If I'm going to do a shameless plug, check it out, but you've got it here anyway. Rip it right off. There you go. So what happens is you've got your hi-hat here. I'm actually playing on quavers here, so it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in this particular thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. When I do it in cut time, I'll take a step back and I'll reiterate that. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and 16th notes there. So this is quavers, as I said, and then you bring this on the in-between. That's the Bonham thing. Moby Dick is the one, sort of thing. And what you'll hear, there's the lick of the century. There's also when he's doing his snare drum business. Whatever it might be. Okay, so what happens then is you've got this paddling hi-hat, but you can also do little splash hats, you know. Can get some polymetric things happening. I could just do a 2, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Look at this century, but then I'll imply a 5. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 hippopotamus. That's something else for you there. Okay, so there's a couple of things I'm running for this episode. I'm talking about Bonham, Luke of the Century, right, left foot, but add the hi-hat, please. You have to. That's the secret weapon for that. So you get that. Of course, you can do the circus tricks and do the the crossovers and all that sort of business. Spin a stick if you want to. I'm not. But what I'm going to do now is just reiterate this. Now, what I'm doing here, one of the things that happens also in classical snare drum, if I'm going to be a bit scatterbrained and even add that in, is that the hi-hat is with the snare drum. So it's a right hand with a left foot. So there's a coordinational nightmare there somewhere. Just spend a bit of time doing that. That's great to do. And then you bring your left hand in doing certain things, like just left hand, single taps, double taps. lessons or socks. That was rubbish. Something like that anyway. Okay, so there you go. So I'm really doing this live to camera, as you can tell. And the idea of this is to give you ideas and to give it like as if it's a clinic or whatever it is. Education is everywhere if you want it, okay? And all I've tried to do with this show is sort of give you a few pointers with just a simple little thing really when you think about it, but it can be a little bit tricky to do. So you want to be able to sort of just start slow and build it up. And one of the things is just keeping your balance, seeing how it's a little bit like a layer cake. You know, you just take one thing. In this case, it's a two-feel, which we all know from Pink Panther or whatever it is. We reverse it. It's a reverse two-feel. We morph it into we morph it into quavers, and then we work that up. And then next thing you know, that's how Bonham did it. You know, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to leave you with that. Yeah. So anyway, my name's Chris Quinlan. It's Melbourne Musos, the drum show. Other things than just drums. It's drum-centric, though, I've got to tell you that. And show 673 since 1995. I had lots of clips, which I'll get back into doing too, is like, how the hell did you do that? And interviews with sort of famous people. And, you know, the best band you never heard, and all this sort of stuff. So I'll get into that a little bit more, sort of bring up my old format from the 90s sort of thing. But nevertheless, this is the show. I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Chris Quinlan, as I said, and I will see you next time. Take care.